first off, congratulations on getting drafted by the Padres. What was that moment like when you found out that they had selected you?
It was really emotional for my entire family and me. It was just and super exciting, obviously.
So, were you celebrating just with your family or, out somewhere? What was, your experience like, I guess?
Um, we uh, we celebrated as a family for a little bit. We just went to dinner and then we met up with the Wakelanders and Connor at the Wakelanders house and just hung out there for a little bit for the rest of the night.
What was that like to be with Patrick and for you two to be able to celebrate that together?
It was good. It was fun to share that experience. I guess it's something I've never really uh, experienced before, and I don't know. It was weird. I wasn't even thinking about like having anybody be with me while it was happening. So that was more last minute. My parents were like, "We're going to come up and stuff." So it was fun.
Well, have you heard anything from, obviously you've gotten a ton of people congratulating you on social media, but have you heard from any of your Arkansas coaches?
All of them. Yeah, Coach Hobbs, Coach Horn, Coach Thompson, all the assistant coaches, even Coach Vitello reached out to me. Coach Dorn reached out to me. Just pretty much all of my coaches that I've had um, congratulating me.
Well, that's awesome. Have you talked with the Padres? What have the conversations been like so far?
We haven't really talked much, just kind of getting some things in order. I would imagine that I'd get a call later today or tomorrow once they have. I guess it did end. The draft ended once they set that roster and figure out where everybody's going to go and try to organize that. So I'm sure I'll hear from them shortly.
Yeah, so you haven't been told where you're gonna go or anything yet? Okay,
No, man.
cool. Well, just thinking about the career that you've had, not just in college, but just playing baseball for your entire life, how crazy is it to think that your dream of going pro is coming true?
It's still weird to think about. I guess kind of just like the Dick Hauser stuff. Like I don't know. Like it's fun to think about where I thought I would be last year, like after that season, or like when I first got to Arkansas, and just like it just being a dream, and it's like kind of coming true, just makes it kind of surreal and exciting.
Is it gonna be weird to not be putting on a Razorback uniform anymore?
Very weird. I think about that probably every time I go into the locker room to go throw and lift and stuff. It's kind of tough to think about. Just it's been my home for so long.
Well, you're not the only Razorback that got drafted. Obviously, we talked about Patrick a little bit earlier, but what does it say about this program at Arkansas to know that 9 players were drafted?
I mean, I think it just says a lot about, especially like the player development side of it, that like you're going to come here and you're going to grow, and like drafting that many guys is kind of expected from the program. So it's like cool at the same time. Like we expect to do that sort of thing.
Well, they've still got a couple guys that are going to end up returning for another year at Arkansas. You've got Battles and Slavens. Just what do you think about where the program is heading with guys like that coming back?
I think we're in a good spot. I think some of those guys are going to mature, and they're going to be really good for us next year. I mean, like people always worry about guys leaving, but like if you really look at it, people always mature and pick up whatever slack is left behind. So I think we're going to be in a good spot.
Um, you mentioned the Dick Hauser a little bit earlier, so obviously you know that your week is just beginning essentially with getting drafted, and now you're going to find out if you won the Golden Spikes Award. What's your plan for that, and where are you going to be? Where are you going to watch? All of that stuff.
They're going to do it virtually on Thursday at 5. Um, I'll be in the is it the Broyles Center maybe, and it's in the football arena or arena football stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be down in
Okay.
the football stadium doing that.
Are you going to have any of your family get to be there with you for that?
Yeah, my parents are staying the whole week, so they could be a part of that. We weren't sure if we were gonna have to go anywhere or anything, but yeah, they'll be in the room with me.
So to be able to have that virtually and be with your family and everyone and still be here in Fayetteville, just, what does it mean to you to be a finalist? for the Golden Spikes?
That's still kind of like is weird to me, just because like in the beginning of the season, like everybody wants to win all these awards, but like in the beginning of the season, you think, "Oh, I'm a reliever. I'm not going to get the chance to really do that." So it's still kind of it's just cool and just like a blessing. Like, and it's always funny how like God can work in your life. Like He doesn't need you to be this or that. He can do whatever He wants.
After everything that you've been through in your college career, all of the ups and downs, what would it mean for you to win it though?
That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I think it would just be just a huge blessing, like I was saying earlier, from God. Just Him really showing me that He can do whatever He wants, and like even when like things don't look like that could ever happen, or like you could even get close to this, like He doesn't need us to do anything.
Well, we're of course all going to be watching and pulling for you. So, that's all I've got for you today, Kevin. Thank you so much for your time.
Of course, thank you.